snack. Me and you gonna have a little chat about books.
Hi guys! So today I'm gonna be reviewing The Darkest Minds. I have been reading this book for a little while. I have the paperback edition and I actually really enjoyed this. I did it as a co-read with my friend Kristen and together we just both really liked it. It's just a really good book in my opinion for YA. It's definitely leagues above some of the more generic of the YA category and it's definitely more individual and I just really enjoyed it. So I think you guys should definitely check it out as well and I would highly recommend this book to anyone who likes YA. So the plot line is kind of revealed very slowly in this book. Things happen and it doesn't get really boring, but things are withheld from the reader for the majority of the beginning, including all sorts of vital things that you would think would be revealed early on in the book. But no, they're kind of kept mysterious and that kind of really drew me into the book and I really found that an appealing quality because a lot of books do give everything away in the beginning and sometimes you just want to be able to work it out yourself a bit, and with this book I could definitely do that and I enjoyed doing it. So I really like that writing style and I definitely am excited to read the next book and so on. And I'm definitely excited to tell you guys about it. So this story is kind of focused around Ruby. Ruby is a young girl who lives in a dystopian world where something has happened to kids. And I won't reveal what because that's kind of a spoiler, but something big has started happening to kids and it's changed them in a way that humanity couldn't have predicted, and it's all sorts of terrible things start happening. The children start being locked away, bad things start happening to them, and all sorts of different terrible things go on in these big camps where they're sent to live. Ruby is a child and she is clearly sent to live in one of these places, and from there we sort of pick up her story and follow her on the journey that she goes on during this book. Now, I kind of really like some of the other characters quite a lot more than Ruby. Ruby I found a bit irritating, although it is explained why she is irritating, but I definitely didn't think she was that well developed in the beginning. By the end she kind of had a more solid character and she kind of had her morals and knew what they were and was just definitely a lot more interesting to read about than right in the start where she kind of didn't seem to have a clue what she was doing about anything. I really liked the character of Chubbs. I thought he was just charming and utterly lovely. He's such a funny character and he does all sorts of really brave, heroic, funny, witty comments and so on throughout the book, and he kind of just made it because he's a book lover and obviously we can all relate to that. Then we had Liam. Liam is a darling. He is quite a sweetheart. He kind of knows what is nice to do and what is right. He knows his morals and he's definitely geared towards helping people. He loves to help people and he doesn't like to leave anyone behind no matter what, and he's very much a team player. Sue is a lovely sweet girl. She is only young. She is just a really charming young girl who hasn't learnt much about the world but is learning and loving it as she goes, and she was a wonderful character who both Kristen and I loved. There were other characters as well, but I'm not going to go into detail on them because they're not the major characters. I would say that if you love YA like I do and like many of you do, then definitely check this book out because it's kind of unconventional YA. It's held back information and it's kind of forces you to do a little bit of thinking about where this could be going, and then when you get it totally wrong in the next few pages and you have a massive turnaround surprise, then it's even more rewarding because you completely didn't guess that that was what was going to happen, and therefore it's much more interesting, I think. So I would highly recommend this, guys. I ended up giving it 5 out of 5 stars. I was a little bit irritated with the ending, but I want to see how it develops from then on because I'm not convinced that the ending is final. And if you've read it, you know what I mean. I really wanted to read In Time, which is the novella between this one and Never Fade. Never Fade I have ordered and it will be on the way and it will be in my next unboxing. But I looked up In Time on the internet and it seems like you can only get it in America, which is a real shame because there's a snippet of it in the back of this and it looked really good, and apparently it's kind of a must read between the two books, so I'm really annoyed that that is not available in the UK. If anyone knows how to get that in the UK, please let me know, because I would love to read it between the two of them. I'm just really excited to get on to Neverfade, so hopefully it will be just as good as this. I know a lot of people really love it, so highly recommended. Go and check this out, and I will talk to you all again soon. Bye!
Me and you gonna have a little chat.